Alright, so previously we've been just getting, back certain columns for every row in the products database table. So we've used, some functions to combine columns and return you some calculated or computed results based on the data from each of those columns. But now we're going to look at how do we filter the rows so that we only get certain things from certain rows back in our table, or just certain rows, period. Maybe we want every column for certain rows. Maybe we only want a few columns for certain rows, and we want to break our selection down to rows that match like a certain condition. So what we're going to use here, we're going to see a new SQL keyword here. We're going to see the where keyword used, and we're going to use some comparison operators right now to get started looking at how we can use that to filter our rows from our products table. So let's just get started here with some of these comparison operators in this table here. So we can use these, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, not equal to. Both of these are the same thing. It's just two different ways of writing this. So let's look at these now, and let's hop over to Table Plus real quick, and let's look at our products table here. Let's see how we can do this. What about, let's say we want to get back, all of the columns for all the rows in the products table where the price is greater than or equal to $10 here. So looking at this, we should get back this record, the glasses, the remote, and the shirt if we are able to create such a query. So if we hop over to our SQL editor here, let's clear this out of here and let's look at how to do that. So let's just go ahead and select every column here from that matches the condition that we're about to set up here. So we'll say select star, and then we want to give it the data source to start making these queries from. So we want to say from our products table. So select all columns from the products table, and here's where we add on our condition. So we use the where keyword here. So where, and then we want to set up our condition here. So what we want to do here is we want to say where the price is greater than or equal to 10, and we write it just that way. So we can say price greater than or equal to, and then we can give it our float here of $10. So let's go ahead and execute this query. And if we execute that query, we can see the results that we get back. We get back the glasses, the remote, and the shirt, just like we said. So alternatively, we can use the less than or equal to. So we should get back the other three products in this case. If we run this, our other four products, I'm sorry, we have 7. Oh no, because we're doing greater than or equal to 10. I'm sorry. So we get 4 products with the glasses included because they have a price of 10. So we get back everything less than or including or equal to $10 here. So that's those operators, and then we could just be specific and say we want only the products that are equal to $10 in price. So if we run this, we see that we only get the glasses here. We can also say not equal. So if we put an exclamation point in front of this and run this query, we should get back everything except the glasses. And indeed we do. Let me expand this a little bit here. Okay, and we're not limited to just using one condition here. So let's say we also want to get, let's see, we want to get all the columns from the products table, or all the columns and all the rows from the products table where the price is not equal to 10, and then we can chain on another condition here by using the and keyword. So we can say and then on the other side of the and we can write our other condition. So let's get all the ones whose max discount is equal to 0.05. So we can say and max discount equal to 0.05. So looking at our table here, let me give us some more room here to look at this information. So looking at our table here, so where price is not equal to 10, that removes the, as we see, we don't see it in the list here, but the glasses fall into that, so we see everything but the glasses. And then this other condition here, max discount equal to 0.05. When we run this query, we should only see the toothbrush and the bar of soap in this. So let's go ahead and run it now. Oops. And indeed, we do see only those 2 rows returned back to us. And we don't have to select all of the columns back from the results. If we just want the name of the products that match this condition, we can just say name here. Okay. And if we run this query now, we'll see that we just get the names of the matching products that fall into this condition here. So, and another thing to note too is kind of how this SQL query will be executed. What really happens is that our data source is grabbed first. All right, so it's like, okay, we want to look at the products table, and then it's going to execute this where statement next. So it's going to say, looking at the products table, find all the rows that match this condition and this condition. So that will then filter our list down to a certain amount of rows, and then the select portion of this will run. So then from what's left from the remaining rows, only grab out the name. So that's how this query is executed, and that's how we get the results back to us here. And that may be helpful in the future for writing more complex queries to understand how the statement will be executed when you go to run it. All right, so we're not just limited to using and either. There's also or. So let's pop over to our products table here real quick and look. So let's say, so the query we have, select products where price is not equals to 10. So that would give us back everything but the glasses, and max discount is equal to 5. Let's add on to this another condition, say or name is equal to remote. Okay, so we can do that by coming after here and saying or name equal remote, just like that. All right, now if we run this, now we see we get remote in the mix. And if we get rid of just selecting the names from the resulting rows and we run everything, we can see that these first two rows came back because they matched these two conditions here, and then we got the remote back because of the or condition that we set up here at the end. So that's why we see the remote here. And just to clarify, the remote normally doesn't show up because it doesn't match both of these conditions that are used with the and here. Because in order for the row to actually match, it has to, or to be returned to us, it has to match both of these conditions with the and. The or allows us to, bring this in because it doesn't match the other two. We say, well, okay, if you don't match these other two, that's okay. If the name of this product is remote, go ahead and come in as well to the results here. So another comparison we can do is let's get rid of this. Let's run everything and look at our products table again. So what about a query to grab all of the products where the price is between $5 and $20? How would we do that? So what we could do is after products here, we can say where, and then we can say price, and then we can use the between keyword, and then between takes some numbers here, so two numbers. So we're going to say between, let's see, what did I say, 5 and 20. So we'll say 5.00 and 20.00. Okay, now if we run this, we'll see that all the products we get are products that fall within that price range. So that's between. We can also use in. So let's do not price. Let's run this and get everything again real quick so we can look. So you can use a list of product names and grab only certain products by their name using the in keyword. So here, let's say where name in this keyword here, and then we can pass in some names to this. So we'll do this inside of parentheses here. So let's grab soap and sponge. Okay, and now if we run this query, we see that we get only the soap and the sponge products back in our result set. Now we can do the inverse of this operation and say give us all the columns for all the rows from the products table where the name is not in, this should be all caps here, not in this list of names here that we've passed. So if we run this, we see everything but the soap and sponge product. So that covers a lot of the main comparison functions and operators you can use. Now there's more for sure. You can come over to the documentation here in Postgres or in your respective database that you're using, MySQL if you're using that, and look at everything provided in the documentation there. But as we saw, there's between, there's also not between symmetric, not between symmetric, is distinct. There's just a whole bunch of things here So you can definitely spend some time over here learning some more about all the things available to you. But we're going to wrap this video up here. In the next video, we're going to look at combining what we learned in some past videos with the calculation stuff with what we just learned now with where clauses. So we're going to combine those two in the next video. So get ready, take a break, get some water, practice this stuff here, and when you're ready, I'll see you in the next video.